It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you, and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science quiz program here in the Prince George's Schools, where we bring together outstanding elementary and middle school students and test their science IQs. We invite you to test your own and play along with us today. See how many questions you can answer. Today, 2 great middle schools playing our game. Let's meet them right now. First, from Benjamin Stoddert Middle School, would you please say hello to Imani?
Hi, I'm Imani.
Lyric is with us too, the captain of the team. Wave to everybody, Lyric. And Alexander is here too. Alexander waved to everybody at home. And joining them, it's the Battle of the Benjamins today. Benjamin Tasker. Say hello to Madison, the captain of the team. Nice to have her here. And Braylon is back. Hey, Braylon. And Jerome is here today. Here on the Science Bowl, you know, we arrange our game board with categories. And if you're not familiar with our game, here are the 6 categories of questions.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty, with the easier questions worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones on the right-hand side of the board, 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. End of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 outstanding schools will come back to play our game again, perhaps becoming the 4th and last of our semifinalists in this year's middle school competition. Let's make sure everything works properly before we start. Let's go over there and test things. Lyric, try your buzzer for me. It sounds good. It looks good. And how about Madison on the green team? Looks A-OK over there as well. Guys, congratulations for making it here onto the show. Let's have a good game. May the better team win. We go alphabetically, so by a letter, Benjamin Stoddert gets to go first. Lyric, give me a category and a number. Let's play the bowl.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Bogs, B-O-G-S, that are made mostly of peat, are an accumulated mass of dead plants, mostly this kind of plant that does not flower and is best known for growing on the north side of trees. Lyric.
Moss.
Moss, you got it. Got the first points too. And that's if you're lost in the woods, they always say, see where the moss is growing. At least you'll know what direction north is. Nice start. Go again, red. Go ahead.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. A well-known company's camera doorbell device is named for this action you make with your eye to wipe its surface clean. A well-known company's camera/doorbell device is named for this action you make with your eye to wipe its surface clean. Benjamin Tasker.
Blink.
You blink. That's the name of the company. Blink Inc. Right. Good answer. Go. Green.
Green things for 20.
Green things for 20 points. A live oak tree, that's a specific species. A live oak tree is different from other oaks in that it does not shed its leaves in the fall, making it an evergreen instead of one of these kinds of trees that does shed its leaves. Hey, Braylon.
I think perennial.
That's a good try. Not perennial. Stoddert, do you have an idea? A tree that is opposite of a Coniferous tree, like an evergreen. That's a deciduous tree. Deciduous trees like the maples and all the ones you see in the fall that are dropping their leaves, but evergreens keep them year-round, and live oaks keep their leaves year-round. Okay, let's go back to green. Madison.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15. The incomplete combustion of coal, which produces charcoal, like the charcoal you use in your backyard when you're grilling steaks. Incomplete combustion of coal, which produces charcoal, occurs when there's a lack of oxygen or low temperatures. One of the end products of incombustion is the release of this deadly gas with the formula capital C, capital O. 2 chemical elements. Name the gas. Benjamin Tasker.
Carbon monoxide?
Say it again.
Carbon monoxide?
Carbon monoxide. Yes, ma'am. Good. Go. Green.
Science potpourri for 10.
Science potpourri for 10 points. Teams, mushrooms known as conchs that can be seen growing on the side of dead trees are known as saprophytes. They feed on dead material. But saprophytes are the opposite of these kinds of organisms that cause harm to living hosts. Benjamin Tasker.
Parasites?
Parasites, that's it. Thank you, Braylon, for your assist on that. Yeah, parasites like tapeworms and leeches and all, yeah. They do living things harm. All right, go again, green. You're on a roll.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems, 20 points. Astronauts who spend more than 6 months in space can suffer 10 years' worth of bone loss, especially in this T initialed bone in the lower leg.
Tumor.
Say it.
Tumor. A tumor.
Not a tumor. No, good try. Benjamin Tasker, this T initialed bone in the lower leg loses more bone than any other bone material if it's too long in space.
I'm going to pass it to Braylon.
Braylon.
I believe it's tibula.
Say it again.
Tibula.
Ooh, that was close. Tibia. Tibia. You're thinking fibula. Fibula and tibia. Good try. Go again, green.
Okay, zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade. Let's go to the zoo for 15 points. Instead of one of these chambered organs in its body, a worm has 5 aortic arches instead, meaning a worm doesn't have a what? Benjamin Tasker.
A brain?
Not a brain. Good try. A worm has 5 aortic arches instead of one of these chambered organs. Lyric.
A spine?
Say it again.
A spine?
Not a spine. A heart. A heart. Aortic was your clue there, as in aorta, and chambered because our heart has 4 different chambers. The buzzer says we've come to the end of the first round. Our score is Benjamin Tasker 80, Benjamin Stoddert 60. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. Don't go away. It is now time, before we ask any more science questions, a few personal ones of our contestants. Let's go over to the first team from Benjamin Stoddert. And Lyric, it's been a number of years since Benjamin Stoddert has been on the show. We're really happy to have you back here today. Tell us a little bit about your school. Who's your principal?
Miss Morgan.
Miss Morgan, that's right, Miss Tisa Morgan. And as I was telling you earlier, her mother and I were contemporaries when we were both science teachers. Who is the coach of your team?
Miss Moody.
Miss Moody, that's right. She's out there, she's cheering for you, and I'm glad you're here today. Do you have any alternates on your team?
No.
No alternates. You just have the 3 folks here, and that seems to be more than enough. Tell me something about your school that's really, you like to brag about it. Boy, I go to Benjamin Stoddert and we do this or we do that. What do you like about the school?
I like the teachers.
You like the teachers. Yeah, if you don't have great teachers, forget the school. I'm not going to go. You know, they have to be, you want teachers in your corner. What do you want to do someday, Lyric, when you get older?
I want to be a mortician.
A mortician? Really? How'd you get interested in that?
I think it's just movies, and I read books about it.
Absolutely. And you know, that's a terrible time in families' lives, and if you can make it somewhat easier for the family to get through it, then you've done a great service. Good luck with that. Imani, nice to have you here with you. Another 8th grader. She does it all. She's a comedian and she dances and you do all kinds of things. Why did you want to be on the Science Bowl?
I wanted to show people that, like, what I know about science, and science is actually one of my favorite subjects in school.
Yeah, yeah. And someday, what do you want to do?
Be a boxer and have my own fashion line.
Yeah, we were talking about that. But you're a very stylish young lady. I can see you doing that as a career. Nice to have you on the show. Alexander, nice to have you with us. What do you like about science?
It's fun, it's random. There's some stuff you know and some stuff you don't.
Absolutely right. And, you know, Imani was saying she wanted to share with all of us what she knows about science, and we hope also you're taking some things away, that you're learning some things today, too. So it's a two-way street. What do you want to do someday, Alexander?
I still don't know yet.
Don't know yet. That's a very good answer. There are so many choices out there. I would not want to be your age. You know, there's so many things, you know. Where do I hitch my wagon? Where do I want to go? I'm sure you'll figure it out. Good luck in the second half. Let's go to Benjamin Tasker, medicine. Who is your principal?
Dr. Kendra Hill.
That's right. And we were over at your school recently because one of your teachers was selected as the Teacher of the Year, and Miss Hill was there, and Miss Policarpio. She's just tremendous. Tell us who your coach is.
Mr. Office.
Mr. Office, yeah, he's a new coach, and I know he's been working with you, and we thank you. We thank Mr. Office for the work that he's doing there, and Miss Moody. Tell us any alternates on your team. I think I saw one.
Yeah, his name is Evan Zhang.
He'll be out in just a few moments here. What do you like about Tasker Medicine?
Well, I like some of their PBIS events. Those are really fun. They give a variety of sorts. Yeah. And I guess the Tiger Buck system, it's like you earn money, or it's a good way to teach students or like make students want to be good so that they can go to the PBIS event, because that's something
It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Yeah, you have to want to be there, and someone has to appreciate that you're being there. Now, you were on our show before when you were in elementary school, and it's nice to...
I wasn't the captain before, but yeah, I have been on it before.
Been on the show before, yeah, and that experience shows here today. And you want to go into medicine someday, yes?
Yeah, I want to be a
neurosurgeon?
Pediatric neurologist or neurosurgeon.
Yeah, so young lady who has her whole life kind of planned out here. Lots of forethought there. Braylon, nice to have you on the show again. You were also here in elementary school, and you came back again for more. What do you like about the show?
It's just really fun. It's kind of like Jeopardy, just showing off our scientific knowledge, but it's also fun at the same time.
Exactly. I wish we had some money, big money to give away like they do on Jeopardy, right? Yeah. This is like Jeopardy for kids, but without the cash. What do you want to do someday? What would you like to do someday, Braylon?
Maybe do something in the science field or culinary field. If it's the science field, I might try and find a cure for cancer.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're going to figure it out. Again, like we were saying to Alexander, there's so many choices out there. I know you'll be successful. I like your sense of humor, too. Jerome, nice to have you here. You're an alum of Science Bowl. You're back again. What do you like about the show?
I enjoy how fun it is. Like, it's very competitive as well, so.
Yeah, competition is good in life. You know, you always want to measure yourself against everybody else, you know, because just when you think you're the best, someone else comes along and says, hey, wait a minute, you know, I've got some pegs to climb yet here. What do you want to do someday, Jerome?
I want to become a surgeon, but I don't know what type of surgeon yet. But.
Yeah, lots of options there, and you told me because you want to do good, you want to help people. Yeah, and that's the noblest of ambitions. Yeah, nice to talk to all of you guys. Let's have a good second half here. Let's get back to the game. The last correct answer came from the green team. It's 80-60. Benjamin T over Benjamin S right now. Lots of points to give away. Madison, let's go.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. On one of the Galapagos Islands in the Pacific, it is so dry and desert-like that the only plants that the giant tortoises can eat are these succulents. Madison.
Pass it to Jerome.
Jerome.
Leeches?
Say it again.
Leeches?
No. Good try. Benjamin Stoddert. On this desert-like island in the Pacific, the only plants that are there for the giant tortoises to feed on are these succulents. What you think? Any ideas here, Lyric? Alexander?
Cactus?
Cactus, you got it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to play the game, young man. Just say it out there because there are no penalties. Cactus it is. Good. Red. Go, Lyric.
Zoo Parade for 5.
Zoo Parade for 5 points. Because of their habit of building nests atop chimneys in Europe, these large birds have long been associated with delivering human babies. Benjamin Tasker.
I'm going to pass it to Braylon.
Storks?
Storks, absolutely right. There was a great animated movie about that. The stork brings the baby, yeah, drops it right down the chimney. Okay, go green.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems for?
25.
25, big one in that category. Multiple choice. You know, a vibrating phone alerts you to a call. It affects your sense of touch. Which of the following adjectives describes touch? Haptic, hepatic, or gastric? At least take a chance. Take a chance. All right, Madison.
Haptic?
Haptic is right, the first one, because hepatic refers to the liver, gastric refers to stomach. So by process of elimination, haptic was the right answer. That's the way to do it. Go. 25 points. BT.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. These P, as in Paul, these P-initialed compounds that give organisms and objects color, like the green of chlorophyll, are known as these. P-initialed. Benjamin Tasker.
Pigments?
Pigments, that's right. The green pigment in the chlorophyll where the photosynthesis takes place. That's the place where it all happens. All right, go.
Okay. Let's get physical for 25.
Let's get physical for 25 points. All right. That question. On the planet Mercury, incoming meteorites have created enough heat and pressure to turn this softest kind of carbon, the kind found in your pencil, into diamonds. Name for 25 points that softest form of carbon that can turn into diamonds with enough heat and pressure. BS.
Lead?
Say it.
Lead?
Not lead. That's a good try. A lot of people do think lead is in a pencil. That makes sense to me. Benjamin Tasker, 25 points if you can tell me that softest form of carbon that can turn into diamond, the hardest form.
Coal?
Graphite. It's called graphite. Graphite is what's in your pencil. Thank you, Lyric, for that attempt there. Go green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Here's your question, teams. All right. The letters P-T-E-R, P-T-E-R, can be both a prefix and a suffix, as in pterodactyl, one of those dinosaurs, P-T-E-R, and helicopter, ending in P-T-E-R. In both cases, P-T-E-R refers to one of these. P-T-E-R, a prefix and a suffix. Pterodactyl, helicopter, a part of a word at the beginning and at the end. In both cases, P-T-E-R refers to one of these. Correct answer is a wing. A wing, a pterodactyl, and a helicopter. Wings involved in both. Try again, please, green.
Let's get physical for 20.
Physical for 20 points. Let's look at a picture. Look at the monitor in the studio, please. These Guardian caps, now being worn in the NFL and in college over the hard-shelled football helmets, reduce the chance of neck injuries by lowering this A initial force as two players crash into each other. A initial force. Think about it. Two things crashing into each other. What do they have? Madison.
Acceleration?
Yeah, acceleration. Exactly. I can see the light bulbs going on over there from here. Good answer. Go.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. Here's a quote for you. Rockets are cool. There's no getting around that. So said this visionary inventor who does build rockets for his SpaceX company and is famous for building the Tesla, an electric car. Name that person, Tasker.
Elon Musk.
It is Elon Musk, absolutely right. Rockets are cool. Yeah, and you get to play with them. You own the company. Good. Green.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. If a product like makeup or hairspray, if you look at the label and it says cruelty-free, C-R-U-E-L-T, cruelty-free, it means that what didn't happen before it got approved for sale. What did they not do if it says cruelty-free? Benjamin Stoddert.
Test on animals?
Say it.
Test on animals?
Absolutely right. They didn't test it. They didn't spray hairspray into a rabbit's eyes or do something cruel like that. Good answer. Go red.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo parade for 10 points. Having been extinct in India for over 50 years, dozens of these cats, the fastest in the world, are being relocated to India from Africa. Benjamin Tasker.
Cheetah.
Yeah, they're taking cheetahs back to India where they once lived. They're trying to reintroduce them into that habitat. Good. Go.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade for 25 points. You know, bees can dance. You might have watched the bees sometimes. When bees dance in the hive, they want to let the other bees know where the best flowers were located. So the student bees, the ones that just came back, they touch their antenna to this last of the 3 parts of the teacher's bodies. What is the last section of an insect's body known as? That the other ones, they touch they're getting their signals from it. Benjamin Tasker.
The abdomen.
Abdomen, you got it. Good answer. Go.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems, 15 points. The Eustachian tube connects your middle ear with this P, as in Paul, initial part of your body, that's also known as the throat and rhymes with larynx. Madison.
Pharynx.
Pharynx, that's it, indeed. Another name for your throat. Good. Continue.
Let's get physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. It's been discovered that a biofilm made of bacteria, worn on your skin like a Band-Aid, can convert your skin's sweat into energy as the sweat does this. What does sweat normally do? What does it normally do? It doesn't just stay there. What happens to it? Benjamin Tasker.
Evaporate?
It evaporates, yes. That evaporation is what causes that effect to take place. Go again, please.
Dateline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. When the Tonga volcano erupted in 2020, it ejected enough water vapor into this second layer of the atmosphere to fill 58,000 swimming pools. What is the second layer of the atmosphere called? What sphere? Benjamin Tasker.
Stratosphere?
Say it again.
Stratosphere?
Yes, ma'am. Good answer. Stratosphere it is.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade, 20 points. Look at the picture in the studio, on the monitor. Whether you call these crawdads or crayfish or mud bugs, they are still members of what? Same group of arthropods that also includes crabs, lobsters, and shrimp. They are all what kinds of creatures? Madison.
Crustaceans?
They are crustaceans, indeed. Oh, the buzzer says crustaceans. That mud bug ended our game here. All right, it looks like Benjamin Tasker is going to take home a victory here today. We'll double check that score. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Don't go away. Thanks for being here today. We had a great game, and you know, experience counts. The team that had some experience, they did better. We expected that, but we're so proud of all 6 of our players. Our final tally today is Benjamin Tasker, 255. Benjamin Stoddert, 90 points. Congratulations, Tasker and Stoddert as well. Round of applause for everybody, Lyric, would you be good enough, please, to introduce your coach?
This is my coach, Ms. Moody.
Thank you, Miss Moody, for all you're doing. And please come back and play our game again. And Madison, congratulations. Would you tell us, boy, we ran out of room over there. Who's standing behind you?
This is Miss Vassell on the far left. This is Dr. Hill. And this is Mr. Office, our coach.
And don't forget our alternate. Did you introduce your alternate?
Yes, this is our alternate,
an important part of
Evans.
the team here. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you all for joining us on this edition of Science Bowl. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye now.